recently there has been an individual who has come back into the cyber world, having been gone for a couple of years. They were peaceful years. um, so JD Hall is back, and sometimes I say that, and people are who, like okay, well, you've lived a blessed life. JD Hall started Protestia, Pulpit and Pen, and then a few years ago, I don't remember what year it was. I mean, there wasn't anyone more known for starting wars, pouring fuel on fire, looking for wood to throw on the fire, whatever terminology, whatever analogies you want to use, to just get the fights going and keep them going and stuff like that than J.D. Hall. And he talked about polemics, all this stuff. Well, he got into legal trouble, and then he was removed from his church when he confessed to drug addiction, to pain meds from a previous operation, and he just disappeared. He bought a farm and has been a farmer. And I was like, that's great. That's the way it should be. Enough damage done, and let's just move on from there. Well, unfortunately, evidently he's made the decision that it's that the world needs his polemic skills, and he's back. And I saw an article, I didn't read it, and I'll be honest, I'll just be straightforward. I have nothing that I can learn from him. I don't think anyone can learn anything from J.D. Hall, given his history. But I saw an article that he wrote. He's been talking about the Antioch Declaration, and he's taking sides on that. And there was a picture of me on a Game of Thrones, sitting on a Game of Thrones or something. The foolishness again is off the charts. What these people think is really going on, what J.D. Hall thinks is really going on, has nothing to do with reality. It rarely did in the past either. He was always convinced that he could discern things from afar. And I think he still believes that. I think he still believes he can read hearts from 2,000 miles away. It was proven that he couldn't read his own heart, but he could read somebody else's from 2,000 miles away, and he's going to keep doing it again. So unfortunately, that just means, and I just saw another guy who has the discernment of a wet shoelace, getting all excited. Wow, this is great. He's back. It always great. Oh, it's just great to have his voice out there. And I'm just like, so that is not positive news for the polemics community, discernment, apologetics, whatever. Not positive news at all. JD, you've done a lifetime's worth of damage already. And some of us had hoped that you would recognize that, and that, all right, the Lord delivered me from all that, and now I've got an opportunity to, find a good church, sit there, support the pastor, and do my farming and do the right thing. That's what you need to do. You need to close that Twitter account down, close that new whatever you call it, something, I don't know what it is. Close it down, because you're gonna end up right where you were before, and you're gonna burn a lot of stuff down the process, because that's how you are. And I had been. I don't know exactly what his relationship to Protestia is, but if he's back and could be contributing to that, well, it was nice to have for a while, but there you go. So, yay.